Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing Premodern Golgari, oftentimes affectionately referred to as the Rock. So this is a particular configuration of that archetype. There's a lot of different variations and stuff. So for this one in particular, and again, this is continuing to explore mtgdecks.net, and we've discovered this one out there, winning a small tournament out there in the world, and so that's what we're going to run today. And for this particular configuration, we have 27 lands, which is a lot of lands, but there's kind of a sub-theme of this Dust Bowl action where with 27 lands, you have plenty of fodder for Dust Bowls and destroying the opponent's non-basics. So 27 lands is a lot, but we got the Dust Bowls and all the fodder. We got plenty of basic forest, basic swamp. We got 4 Llanowar Wastes for our dual land, if you will. And then, of course, 3 copies of Treetop Village to get the beats going during the game. Another thing that we have in this particular build is they're going with the Krosan Tusker. It's a 7 mana 6/5 beast, boar beast. But the cool thing about this card is, yeah, it's a 7 mana 6/5 beater, that's for sure. But what's even better is being able to cycle this. So being able to cycle this, you can go get a basic land card and draw a card. So that makes this very good at that. And can go get our lands, with the 27 lands. So that's pretty good tech there that we like. For the hand disruption suite, we have 4 Cabal Therapies and 2 Duress. For the early game disruption that we have, in the 2-drop slot, we have 3 Wall of Blossoms to draw a card, 4 Wall of Roots for mana, plus they provide great blocking in the early game for aggro decks. We have 3 copies of Smother also for aggro creatures, to kill those early. And then we have our Pernicious Deeds, which this is the card that kind of makes this archetype so good, because it can really kill everything. And so then we have Nantuko Vigilante is a good utility card that can kill a artifact or enchantment. It's kind of multiple layers. This can do it. Pernicious Deed can do it. There's naturalizes in the sideboard, Tranquil Domain, stuff like this. So plenty of ways to kill artifacts and enchantments. And Pernicious Deed can kill artifacts, enchantments, or creatures, of course. So 3 Nantuko Vigilantes for that piece. Then we have the beaters. We have 3 copies of Ravenous Baloth, 2 copies of Genesis, which this is also a great card in the late game. Can continue to recur your creatures or Genesis itself. So that's also great tech. 2 of those. The aforementioned Tuskers that we talked about, 6/5s. And there's one main deck, Haunting Echoes. This is a great card against control. I think I've mentioned in my videos before that in general, it's not every time, but in general, mid-range kind of struggles against control. So having this Haunting Echoes, I think, helps in the matchup, along with the hand disruption, which is always also very good against control. And then we have 2 more copies in the sideboard for Haunting Echoes too, so it depends on the matchup. We can bring in more of those. And then also in the sideboard, we have a couple of Blastoderms for Swords to Plowshares or whatever they might have. This is immune to all that kind of stuff, and it's a 5/5 strong beater. 1 more Ravenous Baloth. The full complement of Engineered Plagues to fight against the goblins and elves and stuff like that of the world. I mentioned also the additional artifact and enchantment hate, so we've got 3 Naturalize and 1 Tranquil Domain. And then finally a couple of Gaia's Blessings to recur all of our stuff, including lands from the Dust Bowls, etc. So interesting deck with it's got the mid-range thing going on, it's got the top-end beaters, it's got a little bit of a land destruction sub-theme, and it's got the hand disruption and early mana card draw, kill spells reset buttons, kind of got it all. So really looking forward to this, playing this deck, and so yeah, let's strap in for some games. All right, let's jump into match one here. And it appears that this is a hand we are not able to keep. So as soon as the opponent decides what they're going to do, we'll have to ship this back. And then we can keep this. Probably just throw back a swamp or something. Let's see what they got. Probably just start on one of these treetop villages. Opponent appears to be on blue-white of some sort. Wall of Roots looks pretty good. Well, I mean, we'll probably get this Bailoff down. Either that or just attack, maybe? It's either that or Nintuko. The Nintuko Vigilante runs into the counterspell, whereas attacking is the potential of Swords to Plowshare. And since, you know, our lands are precious, I think we'll just go with getting this countered instead. There's the mana leak. What a surprise. Okay, well, we got plenty of land, and the choice is whether we play a creature into counter magic again, or whether we just keep attacking with the treetop village. But I think I'll just leave the lands for attacking once their counter spells are all exhausted. Then we'll do that instead of risking them getting plowshared early. That way we can keep drawing cards, keep drawing lands, etc. And this deck has 27 lands. That's a lot of lands. Opponent's got Phyrexian Furnace. Smother doesn't do a whole lot on this board, but they might try to block with the Mistress Factory. Try to get in there for some damage. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand, so I mean, there's that. It's time to start turning them sideways here. And if we can't use this Smother, probably just cycle this Crows and Tusker. Keep the lands coming. A standstill. Oh boy. Well, we have creatures to attack with. We don't have to cast a spell. Like I said, opponent only 2 cards in hand. So if we just go get a land here on the end step, that's not an action that will trigger the standstill. Opponent's doing things. Dust Bowl? Oh, yeah. Not sure what happened there. Why I wasn't able to. Okay, so yeah, we'll just Dust Bowl there, Dust Bowl. I think I missed the Tusker cycle line there. Don't want to trigger the standstill, so as much as I'd love to play this duress, we're just going to keep attacking with these treetop villages. Yeah, looks like they've had enough. They could see that we weren't going to cast any spells and fall into the land still trap. I mean, they only had 2 cards in hand. Those 2 cards must not have been very good. If we crack the standstill, then they're drawing a bunch of cards and they're right back in the game. So I just felt like continuing to swing in with those treetop villages was the best way to go. I'm going to put in these blastoderms just because the swords to plowshares is no good against that. These smothers aren't very good. Haunting echoes could be good. We have a 1-of in the main, but I like the blastoderms. Genesis is a good card only because in the late game you can keep creatures coming back, so it definitely has a lot of value. Man, only green mana. I don't know if we can keep this. We don't have any black. We got 1 card draw from Wall of Blossoms. I don't think it's going to be good enough. This is not much better, but I don't want to keep mulliganing. We can eventually cycle this Crozen Tusker and kind of keep it going that way. So start on treetop, turn 2, wall, and then hopefully get another land for the Crozen. Oh, we got 2 walls. That's good. Opponent on a coastal tower and a plains. All right, let's get this wall down. Unlikely to be countered. Those walls are great cards. It blocks, it draws a card. It's a bad counter spell. I mean, you can counter spell it, sure, but it's just like you want to save your counter magic for when things matter, in my humble opinion. And I'm not really much of a counter spell player, but okay, what are we doing here? Second wall. Could get in with the treetop village and start the beats now. Yeah, I think I just like the wall. Like I said, it's not something you really want to counter. We just get to keep drawing cards, just keep filling our hand with lands. We've got stuff to do, so I think we're good. Opponent cycles Decree of Justice to draw a card. And they're on the draw-go plan. It's a Nintuko Vigilante. Well, it's either Baloth. Well, yeah, actually, the reason, yeah. So this Dust Bowl is going to kill this treetop village no matter what. So getting rid of it now, I think, makes sense. And yeah, so that's fine. And we got plenty of lands. There's more where that came from, so. These smothers are just not doing much. Well, I could play the Nantuko, but I think I'd prefer to cycle this Crozen Tusker. So I think that's just a little bit better. We can get a swamp. Cabal Therapy, that's interesting. Yeah. I think we should start on therapy naming I would say standstill, but it seems like if they'd had standstill in their hand, they would have played it. So the Cabal therapy may very well get countered. If it does, well, we'll just have to see. But if it resolves and we see their hand, we can do it again by sacking a wall. Let's see if they want to counterspell this or not. Could also choose Decree of Justice. Swords to Plowshares seems good too. Let's just do that, since we're kind of doing it in the blind. Ah, there's a Swords to Plowshares. And 2 Wrath of Gods. I am concerned about the... Yeah, so that we knew that was going to happen. That just takes the counterspell out of their hand, basically, so that's good. They have a null, counters an artifact or enchantment, so we should be able to get this Vigilante down. Now, this is going to trigger the Wrath of God, or at least one of them, but, you know, that's okay. This doesn't really have a target, and they're not going to Wrath of God the wall, but I think here they'll go ahead and spend it, and then there stands a reasonable chance, yeah, see, there stands a reasonable chance that we can get another Cabal therapy or duress, and they just don't have anything going on. There's no pressure. They're not doing, oh, well, speaking of Cabal therapy, yeah, let's get rid of that Wrath of God. Yep, see you later. So they got Disenchant and a Null. Okay, it's not a very good hand. We could just get this Baloth down and start going to town on the beats. I think that's going to be the way to go here. They don't have any creature removal. They have a Mishra's Factory. That's not going to be good enough to stop the Baloth, so they're basically top decking now. They could double block with the Mishra's Factories. Oh my gosh, humility. Are you serious? Wow. And the thing that sucks the most about that is that this Pernicious Deed is not going to help us, because they have Disenchant and a Null. 2 ways to get rid of it. We could Cabal Therapy one of those spells away. Man, what an awkward situation. What a crappy card. Humility. God. I swear. Yeah, let's therapy away. I think probably... Well, let's... Hold on. Let's get in for... Well, no, we can't get in for 1 because the factory... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, we just can't play this Pernicious Deed. We have to therapy away that Annul. Or the Disenchant. Probably the Annul just because it costs 1 less mana, I guess. I don't know, it's really close, but... If we therapy the Annul, then the Disenchant can only kill the Pernicious Deed. Like, we will still have priority. We can activate it, but we have to activate it for 4, which is the problem. So they have Disenchant in hand. We can't play it right now because we'll just play this Wall of Roots. But with 6 mana, that's not enough. We'll just play this Nintuka Vigilante. But 6 mana is not enough to play Pernicious Deed and activate it. And that way we could get around the Disenchant, because it can't, when we have priority, we can activate. So all we need is a land, and then we can blow away that Humility. Opponent's going to get busy with the Mishra's Factory. Humility is a weird card because it does what it says, but if you have a man land like what they're doing now, you know, it's a 2/2 when it's activated. It's a weird, humility is a weird card. There's a lot of text on it if you see the. Now, okay, let's get in there. And I think I probably... The only problem with doing the Pernicious Deed right there, because we do have the mana, is it blows away our creatures too, and their creatures aren't affected because they're lands. Oh, wow, okay. So we're going to have to go this route. But the reason I didn't play it there is because if I do that, then they have 2 Mishra's Factories, 4 damage a turn, and we have nothing left. Whereas this way, we have removal. Oh, there's a Blastoderm. It's a nice 1/1. We have removal, like the Smother, and we have the second Dust Bowl to get rid of the Mishra's Factories. And for right now, we're just going to keep banging in with these 1/1s. I wanted to play the Deed there, but I just think that I don't think it was the right move, because it kills the humility, but blows away our creatures too, and their Mishra's Factories just get to hide. Whereas this way, I can actually kill them. So, see you later. Now we just have our 2 1/1s that can hold court until they do something else. And there's no way that with the Deed being on the battlefield, we can't leave it out there to try to kill the factories too when they activate, because they'll just disenchant it first. So yeah, for right now, we're just going to keep beating in with these 1/1s. And this does not work, of course, but... Alright, let's draw a card from this wall of... Well, no, let's not do that. Okay. Opponent still got that disenchant. And Pernicious Deed way out of bounds now, so they have an Angel. Okay. Well, we're going to attack into that, that's for sure. And then just get down this 4-mana 1/1 here. Yeah, let's just keep pushing. Opponent's at 12. I mean, unless they want to disenchant their own humility, they're not going to get that Angel flipped up. And they're at 9, so, and we're not going to stop attacking. That's for sure. There's nothing else going on right now. Opponent's not able to draw any cards. So, we got another 4-mana 1/1 coming their way too. Alright, let's keep it going here. Opponent's at 6, so I'm not sure what their plan is. Ha! They have to disenchant their own humility. That's kind of I won't say it's humiliating, but it kind of sucks to have to do that. I don't blame them. I mean, that's the right move for sure. Let's just cycle this Crows and Tusker. Go grab a land while they're doing that. And so, yeah, they'll get to flip that thing up, and that could turn the game around, actually. We got our creatures, but unfortunately, the Blastoderm, when it came down as a 1/1 with humility on the battlefield, it didn't have any fading counters, so it's just going to go away. That kind of sucks. Alright, so let's draw our card for the turn. Treetop Village. Okay. In order for this Pernicious Deed to kill that angel, we need 9 mana. We have 6, but we have the 9 in hand. 7, 8, 9. That's what we need to kill that. But that's 3 turns of hits. I don't know. Oh. Well, okay. They're gonna make some dudes. Alright. Well, I might as well flip this up to the 3/2 so that it'll kill all 3 of those. Don't see a reason not to do that. There's no enchantment to kill anymore, but okay. Alright, well, we're at 7 mana. We got 2 more turns to get up to 9 to drop this deed and hope to dodge a counterspell, of course. Opponent's got Commuted Knowledge. And yeah, that's pretty good. Ouch. I mean, we can sack this Baloth if we have to. There's a Genesis. That's not the worst thing to see. So we got 2 more turns before we can play this deed. With my luck, it'll get countered, but that's all we got right now, so. So 7 mana right now. We'll just drop this Treetop Village and play the Genesis out, and then next turn we'll attempt to play Pernicious Deed and activate it for 6. It's going to kill everything, but we can sack the... Oh, well, that's getting countered anyway, so that doesn't matter. I was going to say, we can, once we drop the deed, if it resolves, we activate it, we kill their angel. Our stuff gets killed too, but we can at least sack the Baloth in response and gain 4 life. So there's that. Yeah, what a terrible situation. Okay, so Genesis can get something back. Maybe a Blastoderm. I don't know if I want to. I can't play that right now, but so there's no point in spending the mana. We need this mana for our Pernicious Deed. So let's go ahead and go to combat first and attack for 4. Opponent goes to 9. They're probably wondering why we're not attacking with the Treetop Village too, but alright, well, let's go ahead, and we need 9 mana to blow up the world. So hopefully this will resolve. And they only have 1 card in hand, so they're absorbing the reality of what's about to happen. Oh my god, that's their last card. Wow. If we had 1 more mana, we could have duressed first. Oh my god, that's terrible. Wow, that's so bad. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we lose then. That sucks. I mean, oh man, I can't believe that. Yeah. Well, we can sacrifice this Baloth and then have 1 more shot at another Pernicious Deed. What a bummer. Well, we're kind of down to nothing here. I don't see. I mean, we can maybe get a wall and try to draw a card, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe we need a removal spell. I don't know if we have. Yeah, that's just not going to get it done. Smother doesn't kill. Yeah, it's too bad. Yep, no Diabolic Edicts either, so we weren't even drawing to anything that could have helped us there, unfortunately. Well, we need to be aware of humility now, so I don't think I need more than one Genesis. Haunting Echoes seems good. Don't want to over sideboard, but I do want to have something, so I mean, I don't know how many humilities they have, but okay. No black mana. Isn't that fun? We got Walls of Roots for days. We can get a Baloth down early and hopefully get black later. So we got mana and, you know, lands and spells, so not the greatest, but we're going to give it a shot here. Alright, still no swamp. That kind of sucks. Well, just play another Wall of Roots instead of getting this Baloth mana leaked, and then see what's going on next turn. I'd really like to see a swamp for this Cabal Therapy to kind of clear the way for our creatures to start coming down. I just don't like running creatures into open mana when you know there's a swamp. So Cabal Therapy. You know, I actually think I'm going to name Humility. That was such a pain last game. So, yeah, I mean, what else? Standstill? They would have played that. I think they would have played that. So I don't think it'd be that. Yeah, let's just name Humility. I don't have any other way to destroy it other than, I mean, I do, I guess, but I don't have one, so okay. Yeah, that's fine. We could grab the Swords to Plowshares or the Mana Leak, so we can get one of our creatures down. I don't think we have enough mana to cast a creature and get around the Mana Leak. So we'll take the Swords to Plowshares, and then that way we can at least get in with the Treetop Village without running into the Mana Leak. So they have 6 cards in hand. So it's these 6. So that's what they got. So to play around the Mana Leak, yeah, I think we'll just attack this Treetop Village. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Opponent's accumulating knowledge. There's the factory. Okay. Do I care if they trade factory for Treetop Village? I could also, I mean, I got the Smother. If that gets countered, then that clears the way for one of these other creatures to come down, hopefully. Oh, they have another Plowshares. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Seems good. Okay. Oh man, we're getting low on time too. This has been a gritty battle. Oh, there's the humility. And for some reason, our wall of roots bit the dust. I guess I don't understand the rule on that, but whatever. Well, this does give us a window to get Pernicious Deed down, since the mana leak is not available, and it's worth a try. So they have one draw step here to pull a disenchant or something. There's the factory. Gonna get in there. Alright, well, we didn't get disenchanted, so that's good. I think we can just probably do it on their turn. So, I mean, that prevents a factory attack, if nothing else. So, we'll just wait to... Yeah, they're just going to pass. That's kind of what I figured. But we'll just blow this now and get that humility out of there so we can get our creatures down. See you later. Alright. Okay, so if we get the Nantuko Husk down, we have enough to pay for Mana Leak. So that should hopefully work. Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, we got a creature. Not much time left either. Opponent seems flooded out, which is okay. They have, for some reason, they're holding on to those two flooded strands in hand. I'm not sure what that's about, but could see what else is going on over there, because they have 4 cards in hand. We know what 2 of them are. Let's just name Plowshares, even though... Yeah, let's just do that. Wow, 4 lands. Man, they are flooded. Good lord. Okay. Then let's just get in there. And we'll leave up this smother if they want to try to block with the factory. So, and oops, I screwed that up because I really am working on reducing the mistakes, I'll have you guys know. I am doing that, but one of the problems is being mindful of the timer when you don't have much time left and hitting that F6 so quickly. But yeah, I should have slowed that down and held up the smother. So oops, that was a mistake. But when the time gets low, I want to pass the turn quickly to save time. And I just got a little click happy there. It happens. That wouldn't have happened in paper, by the way, just so everybody knows. Some mistakes that happen are only on MTGO, so we'll just go ahead and kill this instead. For some reason they named Blastoderm. I guess that's their worst fear in life. Well, we don't have much time left. This is game 3, and they just have a bunch of lands, so I mean, we're just going to keep beating them down. They only have 14 life, so let's just go to work here. And then get this Baloth down and ship it back and see what they can do about it. They have 3 lands in hand, so I know what their hand is. No sense in Cabal Theraping. They have to find an answer quick. There's an Adarkar Wastes. Looks like they did find an answer. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. That's a bummer. Well, okay. Gotta fight through that now. That might just be right on time. Yeah, we can't attack into that Angel. We're just gonna play this Tusker straight up. 6/5's bigger than a 4/5. So if they attack us, we go down to 16, they go up to 15. and we crack back for 10-13. I mean, that's what I see right now. So they get in for 4. They get their life. Okay. We crack back for 13. So that puts them at 1. They can't crack the flooded strand. They have 1 flooded strand in hand and another mystery card that we don't know what it is yet. Oh, they're cracking the flooded strand. Okay. They must have something. Oh, good Lord. Oh, okay. All right, well, I thought we had it, but now we don't. That's such a bummer. Well, them's the breaks. That's too bad. God, we had it, as that was their last card. I guess they were flooded for so long they were bound to draw something. That's pretty good what they drew there. So they take 6. Interesting. So 8, 12, 16. Well, they can do 16 points of damage to us. We can sacrifice the Baloth to go to 4, and then they're dead on the crackback. So they actually can't attack with everything. That's what my math says anyway. They cannot attack with everything. They could probably just get in with a couple things, or just maybe just one thing. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, they got the advantage, so that totally makes sense. That reduces us down to 12. They go up to 11, and the entire game has changed. And we just, of course, draw 4, so that's great. A Pernicious Deed right here would have been pretty good, but we'll just attack with the 6/5 and see if they're interested in blocking. I mean, I don't think they should block, but because they've got 8, 12, 16. Yeah, we're just dead. But they block, so we're probably still going to lose this game, but one of the reasons I'm hanging in there is because you have to give your opponent the opportunity to make a mistake, which that was kind of a mistake, but at the same time, they're still going to win because that's 12. We got 12 life. But we can still sack this Baloth and swing back in for 3, but that's not enough. They're just going to stay conservative. I don't blame them. That's probably what I would do too. Yeah, we're just so dead here. It's not even funny. Blastoderm does nothing. Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, we could play it, but just, yeah, this is just over. Well, that's unfortunate. Wow. Pain. Suffering. On to match 2. All right, let's jump into match 2 here. Okay, well, we got lands and spells, so that should work. Birds of Paradise. No way to kill it on turn 1. That kind of sucks. Oh boy. Well, that's too bad. That's going to be... I'm not a big fan of survival of the fittest. It's, I can see why it's banned in other formats. It's pretty good. I don't know if I should kill this or not. Probably, but I think I just want to play out Wall of Blossoms and pass. Would think I would want to kill something better than that, but it's hard to say. I haven't played against Survival of the Fittest very often. Maybe in a few test games, but I know it's very good. They just use squee and just well, yeah, there it is. And they just discard that over and over, and it's just a free discard. They can just go get whatever creature they need for, toolbox purpose or whatever. Inquiring Ranger can bounce forests back, replay your forest, use it again, untap the birds. They can just do stuff like that. There's Priest of Titania. Now that's a good smother target if I've ever seen one. Yeah, see, that's exactly what they're doing too. Untap the birds, and there's the Priest of Titania. Fortunately, it just has summoning sickness, so there's an elf. Well, time for the priest to die, so yeah. Tough matchup. Tough card to beat. I mean, we do have one main deck naturalized, but it's survival fittest. Just one of those cards, like, it's already been out there. It's already doing its thing. Like, there's anger goes to the graveyard. Everybody's got haste now. Hey, Guy's Cradle, sure, yeah. Seems really good. Yavimaya Granger. It's got Echo, enters, you may search your library, basically in a card tapped. Okay. Genesis. Well, we have a Baloth that can start blocking, I guess, but I could also Dust Bowl the Cradle. That might be better. Let's see. They got 4 creatures, so that taps for 4 mana. They already have 1, 2, 3, 4. They already have 5 mana. They have lots of mana. They only have 1 card in hand. I mean, they do have a fair amount of mana, but the longer that stays... Yeah, I'm just going to do this now. Just get rid of that. This is probably the type of deck that I either need to play against more often or even play the deck itself just to understand it a little bit better, because I have to admit I'm not very familiar with the lines of play in survival decks. Don't know much about them. Never played it. Played against it a couple times, like I said, in some test games, but I'm not familiar with the play patterns or what they're trying to do. And I know there's a lot of varieties of different types of survival decks. There's a very versatile card, all kinds of stuff you can do with creature toolboxes, so they're all a little different too. So opponent chucks the squee for something. And they are searching high and low their library for what is the perfect silver bullet for this situation. Right? I mean, I got a 0-4 wall. That's what we got. sure they can do better than that. And yeah, and I'm sure that, there's Genesis. It's a good one to discard too. I know that there's probably a lot of technical lines to Sky Shroud Poacher. I don't even know what that does. Never heard of it. What does this do? Search like for an elf permanent card put on the battlefield and shuffle. Okay. It's got haste because of the anger. Huh, okay. So it can just go get a deranged hermit or something, probably. And there's another 47th Crows and Tusker. They're not doing us much favors right now. We just got to get something out that can fight, block, do something. All right, pass back. Not feeling too good about this matchup. In game 2, we'll board in all the enchantment removal we can get. We don't really have any mass creature removal. This deck would be good to have like earthquakes or something like that. Oh, what do you know? It's a Priest of Titania with haste. Just taps for what, 3 mana? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 elves. Nothing to see here. This is a rebel. It's not an elf. Interestingly. But it can go search for an elf. Put it in play. What better elf to go find than a deranged hermit with haste? 1, 2. So the discard, squeak. Okay. This deck's not quite like playing against a solitaire deck, which that's my least favorite way to play Magic, but it's close. I mean, they take a lot of game actions. Hey, it's a Wirewood Symbiote. More untapping of mana elves. Isn't that fun? Now the priest taps for 4. Oh, no, it doesn't. The symbiote's a insect. Okay. Still tops for 5 though. Pretty good. 3. Yeah, sorry, they already had 2. So taps for 3 still. Well, they can't play anything with that? Okay. Well, whatever. Alright, well, I mean, I'm gonna attack into this. We got nothing better going on, so if they want to block, then take 4, okay, well. And right now, we just need brawlers that can fight, so here comes Genesis. These Tuskers might be able to get into the skirmish, or we might cycle them, I'm not sure yet. Survival of the Fittest. Orcish Settlers? Oh, good lord. You know, that's actually ingenious. As a land destruction geek, I have to admit that I can appreciate Orcish Settlers. With that much mana, you could just blow up all the opponent's lands. God. Oh my. This is terrible. Oh, now they're going to do that, huh? Yeah, of course. What's the best elf to go get for 3 mana when it costs 5? What do you know? It's a deranged hermit. What fun. Pay that expensive 5 echo. Where are you going to get the mana at? Can't imagine. Oh, it's this Priest of Titania that taps for 3 and a couple lands. That's 5, and we can untap it twice with Quarian Ranger and Wirewood Symbiote. Isn't that fun? There's a Lan or a Finhorn Elf just for good measure. He's got haste 2. Priest untaps for 4, 5. Oh my god. Oh man, that's some of the most ridiculous crap I've seen in a while. Okay, I gotta actually appreciate that. My goodness. Well, the plague, I guess we do kind of have mass creature removal with engineered plague. So let's bring those in. Haunting Echoes. I don't know. It might not. We may not even be able to cast a Haunting Echo. We got to bring these naturalizes in though. What am I taking out? A lot of stuff. It looks like Vigilante can kill a survival. The therapies seem bad in this matchup. Still got 4 cards to do here. Tuskers are slow. I don't really know what to do. Maybe one of those. Still got 2 cards to... Pernicious Deed is a good sweeper, but it is kind of slow. Their deck is very fast, and don't need 2 Haunting Echoes. Alright, let's give this a whirl. I feel very undermatched. Yeah, I mean, we can keep it. It's not great, but this Pernicious Deeds might be able to do something. We'll just have to see. Kind of sucks because we really have a slow start. Ooh, there's an Engineered Plague. That's helpful. Hopefully get that down, and then let's see you play a Deranged Hermit. Of course, I guess it would still got the squirrels, though. Rashad and Port. Okay. It's interesting. Opponent taking a defensive stance. Their deck was so blazing fast the first game, and now they're porting our lands. That's weird. But, okay, sure. We should be able to get this plague down next turn. And I'm sure with them having green mana, they probably have plenty of stuff that kill the plague, but we still got to put it down and hope it can do something. They must not have a survival yet. There's a naturalized too. That's helpful. They didn't port our land this time. So maybe we'll just play this Baloth instead. I mean, it's not like we have to run the plague out real quick. It actually would be better if they had a couple elves in play that we could kill with it, but I'll just get this down right now and see if we can start attacking. I mean, they haven't presented any threats yet, so we might as well be the first to do that and see what they can, how they react. They've got a Sky Shroud Poacher. Okay. Well, let's go to combat. I don't think that they're going to block. And let's peek at their hand. This is a Rebel. Pay 3 to do the thing. Okay. I mean, I can't kill it. Pernicious Deed. Okay, let's just look at their hand. Oh, okay. Huh. They had a naturalize for our pernicious deed. How about that? Let's, yeah, I think I just want to get this down right now. So if they go get the deranged hermit, we have the plague down to put the kibosh on that. It's weird because it's almost like two completely different games. They've taken a much more measured approach, I guess you might say. I don't know, it just feels different. Now they're going to play Genesis. Okay, sure. Get in for 2. Okay. I mean, those are not elves, so they're not affected by the plague, but Nantuko Vigilante. Well, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind trading with the Genesis, mostly because, I mean, I want to be aggressive. We have our own Genesis too. I want to be aggressive, and I mean, if they block, then they have to spend resources to get it back every turn. If they don't block, they just take 4. And I realize we take 6 on the crack back, but if it's a race, I think we might have an edge here. They are going to block. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, they have to spend mana every turn to get, if they want to get that back. So it's a question of priority and resources. We know 3 of the 4 cards they have in their hand. Let's just play this face down and move along. We don't have 5 to play the Genesis yet. And I don't see any reason to play this Pernicious Deed, so they choose not to even get it back. See, they didn't want to spend the mana. Well of Blossoms. Would like to see a 5th land to play our own Genesis. And I don't really want to play the Pernicious Deed right now because even though it threatens to kill the battlefield, this plague is kind of keeping things in check. They have a lot of elves. I mean, they have one in the hand. The Sky Shroud Poacher can go get the Hermit. So I kind of like the Engineered Plague where it's at, and plus we're getting our lands tapped anyway. So I mean, like I said, I could play this deed, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I want to save it for something where I can play it and activate it in the same turn instead of playing it and then having it get naturalized and it doesn't do anything. So I'm going to hang on to these until there's a time and place. Looks like they are going to get the Genesis back. Okay. Opponent with 6 cards in hand now. We know 3 of them. They got 3 mana to play with. Not sure what they're going to do. It's really unfortunate with their slow start that we don't have, that we're not just beating down. That kind of sucks. There's the Gaze Cradle. Okay. Wall of Roots. Okay. Port. Yep. Just add a mana just because. And they're gonna port again using the Wall of Roots. Okay. Sure. We might use the, we could use the Dust Bowl with the mana. I don't see why not. Might as well make use of it. Get that out of there. Draw a card. Okay. Alright, a whole lot of nothing. It's too bad we're not seeing more lands. With 27 lands in the deck, I would like to just Dust Bowl those Rishadan ports too. Those things are annoying. Maybe I should have been focused more on that. Oh, there's the survival. Oh boy. Okay, well here comes the fun. Yeah, there's Squee. You know, I wonder if the opponent is next level enough to know that our morph guy is an Antuco Vigilante, and maybe they held onto the survival till it was clear, till they could bring it down. Wouldn't be surprised. They're going to port. I think we're going to use this mana to turn up the Nantuko and get rid of the survival. Oh man, why can't we just see a land? Good lord. A bunch of walls, so we'll just get a pass. Man, yep, that's... Speaking of Nantuko Vigilante, I bet that's what that is too. If they're playing white, I usually think it's a angel. Yeah, sure enough. Oh god. Well, that's unfortunate. That's probably been holding off the deranged hermit this whole time, and now he's going to join the party soon. That's too bad. Yeah, we'll just trade. They both did their thing, and okay. We really just need a land. 27 lands in the deck. Can we get a land? Opponent is doing something. Oh, they're porting. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's the land. But we can play this Baloth. I'm kind of sick and tired of these Rishadan ports. I know it seems stupid to kill one of those, but We'll just try to use our better judgment here to play this Pernicious Deed instead. It was tempting. Well, let's see what they got. For what it's worth, they do have a hasty Orcish Settlers. They could go one. They could kill 1, 2, 3 lands. That's kind of nasty. No, let's see. Wait, 1, 2. Yeah, I think they could kill 3 lands. No, instead here comes the Hermit. Oh, God. Yeah, seems great. Well, the biggest problem here is that we can do this for 5, but the problem is that they have 6 cards in hand, and that's what I fear the most. Like, this feels good to just wipe this board clear, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they got. We know they have a Llanowar Elf and an Orcish Settler and a Genesis, but besides that, oh, they just have another one of those? Well, isn't that fun? Wow. Okay. Well, no. On to match 3. Okay. Match 3 here. Lands and spells. Let's go. Mono red. Okay. We're the mid-range deck, so hopefully we can fight through this. Lots of Crows and Tuskers to cycle for plenty of lands. Opponent's got Grim Lavamancer and a Barbarian Ring. Okay. Furnace Smog Fanatic. All right. Duress is okay, but I'd rather just get this wall down first for mana acceleration, and probably next turn we'll Duress, I guess. I mean, Duress against Burn usually isn't great. I mean, you can nab a Lightning Bolt or... Oh man, there's a Wasteland. That sucks. Stone Rain. Oh my God. Wow. Killing the basic land. Ouch. Okay. Well, that kind of changes things a little bit. So what we're going to need to do now is really prioritize these Crows and Tuskers, and we need to get them cycling away. So first I want to draw a card, since we did draw a land this turn, and we'll play the Swamp instead of the Treetop Village, and we'll go ahead and Duress. They only have 2 cards, but oh, Stone Rain. Well, we'll take that. And they've got a Avalanche Riders, so we'll be seeing another LD spell coming here. But they didn't get a land. Oh, Pillage. Okay, yeah, seems good. Well, I think now we really do need to... Well, there's another land, but we still need to start cycling these Crows and Tuskers. So that's the plan. They only have 2 1/1s, so that's not the end of the world. What are they going to do now? Wasteland? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and cycle this to get a Swamp. And we get to draw a card. Dust Bowl seems good. Lands are good against land destruction. And the Lavamancer pings our Wall of Roots, and then the Mog Fanatic finishes it off. Teamwork makes the dream work there. Oh boy. Well, I kind of feel like I want to just play basic lands right now. Even though the Avalanche Riders can kill any land, but they only have 2 mana sources right now. And I'd hate to run into another wasteland on my Treetop Village or Dust Bowl, so I think it's just a little bit better to play basics right now and hope that we can get back to the cycling business here. Mistress Factory. I'm glad to see the land is continuing to pour in. That's good. I'm not really worried about this Mistress Factory. We got our 0-4 wall that can block that. More worried about the Avalanche Riders as soon as they hit that 4th mana. Nope, that's good. They do have an active Lavamancer. Let's go ahead and cycle this. Go grab another swamp. Draw another card. Yep. Pernicious Deeds looking pretty good. Another wall. Okay. Well, drawing a card with 2 walls doesn't sound like the worst thing I've ever heard of. Could also play this Baloth and start getting aggressive. Or we could hold up this Pernicious Deed that can kill their 2 things. So, all right. Surprised they didn't activate the Lavamancer there at the end of the turn. Here comes the Avalanche Riders. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use that. Blammo to your 2 things. 2 for 1. Alright. Riders kills a swamp. It's another Pernicious Deed. Interesting. Okay. Let's just play this wall. And we need a swamp. But we'll play the Treetop Village right now and just pass. We're not in any danger, so we can just wait on getting our things down. They're going to pay the Echo. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Dust Bowl. Okay. Well, let's see here. Got lots of options here. I think I just want to get this 4-4 down though. Play a land and say go. Black Vice, okay. Yeah. Mog Fanatic, sure. Take a point. Another Dust Bowl. Got plenty of Dust Bowls. Well, it's time to start turn into the offense, they can block with a Mishra's Factory. So let's just go ahead and kill that, just so that's not a factor, and we can get in with our 4/4. Kind of like that plan. This smother's not doing much for us. I guess we could have smothered the Mishra's Factory, maybe, but I don't have a problem just killing it outright. It seems good. Okay, let's see if they're going to block here or just take the 4. They lightning bolt the Baloth. Okay. So I guess if they're, obviously they're going to try to finish it off with the Mog Fanatic, so the smother's not getting any better. We'll just do that, just to get it out of our hand for the Black Vice. And then we'll just sack this Baloth to gain 4. Yep, let's do that. That didn't work out too bad. We still have this Treetop Village, and we got this Crows and Tusker that we might actually just hardcast. No damage from the Black Vice. Barbarian Ring does 2 damage when it gets to Threshold. Okay. Three is bigger than a 2/2, so let's get going here. And they block, sure. And then I think we'll get this Vigilante down. Go ahead and morph it, maybe kill the Black Vice or something. So, okay. Opponent's got, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Kill the village with the Barbarian Ring. Wasteland, okay. Kills a Dust Bowl, sure. And, oh, Earthquake, wow, okay. All right, well, let's keep the beats going. Pass turn. Opponent's got no cards in hand, so I think we have the advantage here. Smog Fanatic. To rest doesn't do anything. To combat we go. This Tusker's kind of in an odd situation. We don't have enough mana to cast it, and it might be better to cycle it away. Pernicious Deed not really doing a whole lot either, but we might end up playing that too. Yeah, I just cycle this. Just want to get some value from it. It's just sitting on our hand doing nothing, so. Grab Swamp, draw a card, smother. It's not doing a whole lot. Although I guess we could just smother the Fanatic just to make sure we get our 4 points in instead of it blocking. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's just go ahead and smother it. That way we're assured to get our 4 points of damage in, which is more important. Smother doesn't do it much, but does get the 4 points through, so it does something. All right, go to combat, swing for 4, and just play this Wall of Roots and pass. I don't see any need to play this Pernicious Deed, so. All right, we got there. Cool. All right, game 2. Mono red land destruction. Let's bring in some more beaters. The duresses, the hand disruption's not really very good. So actually, the Cabal Therapy, I don't know. Maybe the Duresses are better than the Cabal Therapies. I'm not 100% sure about that, but okie doke. I did swap the. I didn't want to have to wait for the full 2 minutes of the intermission, but I did swap the Cabal Therapies out for the Duresses again because I was kind of torn of which is better, but Duress will for sure get a card, whereas Cabal Therapy is, a little more. Well, there's land destruction again. Stone Rain or Pillage. Take your pick. They're both bad, so yeah, okay. All right. Opponent's probably got the Dwarven Miner. And, yep. And we will be smothering that since that can be an issue. Plenty of Crows and Tuskers to go around. We can either play Wall of Roots here or just smother and get that over with. We don't have any non-basics, but I think I'd just rather just get rid of this thing now. So they don't have any other creatures. Well, they have the Avalanche Riders, but they're a couple turns away. Here comes the Stone Rain. Good times. Now we play Wall of Roots. Well, here comes the... Oh, wow. Stone Rain again. Oof. Okay, we need to get this Vigilante down. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just cycle these Crows and Tuskers to keep the land flowing, because we're just getting our lands blasted away. So, now that we have 3 mana, I think... Yeah, oh man, there's a Wasteland. Okay, yep. Let's cycle in response. Go get a Swamp. Draw a card. Another land, that's good. And there's the Avalanche Riders. Leaving us with nothing. Okay. Another Wall of Roots. Might as well play it. It's mana, so... Blocks 2/2 well. Pass turn. And they pay the Echo for the Avalanche Riders. Okay. Well, one good thing about this deck is I was not sure about the 27 lands, but I'm not complaining now. They can't really mount much of an attack with the 2/2 and the Mishra's Factory. It's just not going to get the job done against these walls. Oh, God, the Pillage. Okay. Well, as is the issue with most land destruction decks, because I'm a land destruction fan, I'll just say that outright, is this problem where you can blow up a bunch of lands, but if you don't have pressure to back it up, it just doesn't do anything. Looks like they're going to kill our Wall of Roots. We're going to cycle this Tusker again for more lands. Just grab, well, maybe a forest this time. drew the swamp anyway. Cool. Wall of Blossoms. Could play the Vigilante and try to surprise the Mishra's Factory when it attacks or something like that. I think let's try that. And we could also just block this Avalanche Riders. I don't know. Our wall's only got one counter left. Trading with the Avalanche Riders doesn't sound bad either. And they've got another Stone Rain. Okay. I think we'll just let it through. There's no reason to block there, I don't think. Alright, well, Treetop Village looks good. Wall of Blossoms. Get that out there. Draw a card. Pernicious Deed. Doesn't hurt. And I'd like to play this Treetop Village, but I'm a little scared of the Wastelands, but let's get in for 2. And yeah, we'll just play it. Pass. Can help us win the fight as long as we can dodge a Wasteland. Opponent's got another Avalanche Riders. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Wow. And for some reason they don't attack. Okay. Well, the Nantuka Vigilante morph can kill that factory if it gets activated. If they're going to try to plan a strike with all 3 guys attacking or something like that. We could block and surprise. Well, no, actually, they're going to pay the Echo. Okay. What are we doing next? Another Mishra's Factory. Good lord. Okay. And now they're going to attack. Yeah, it's fine. See, we can... That's fine. I know it was trying to, like, surprise and kill a Mishra's Factory, but honestly, with this Pernicious Deed, we will be able to... Well, there's a Wall of Blossoms, too. But with this deed, we can just kill the factories if they activate, so I think that works out okay. Wow. All the Mishra's Factories in the world. So they're getting cheeky with just one. I don't know if it matters which one I block. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I'll just take 2. It's fine. I'm surprised they didn't pump it to 3, but... Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, we got another one of those. And we do have a Dust Bowl. So I'll just go ahead and pop this now and kill that factory. We got a Dust Bowl for the other 2 and a Wall of Blossoms that can block. So I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. Yeah, let's just fight off these Mishra's Factories right now, and then we'll get these walls down. We got plenty of time. We're not under any real pressure. Yep. Oh, okay. Getting jiggy with it. So we'll just kill that one. Sack a swamp. Blow that up. Take 4. Go to 12. We got to be a little bit careful here. There's a black vice. And I think since they only have one factory left, maybe just play these walls. I think we could just hide behind these walls, draw a couple cards. I think I like that idea. Yep, let's just do that and pass. Well, nothing but walls, so play a land, pass the turn. Lightning bolt to the face, okay. Well, it's got nothing. We'll just go ahead and kill this factory. Just get it over with here. Now we just need some type of finisher. Oh, that fits the bill. Let's go ahead and get that down and see if we can work on closing the game out here. All right. Let's get to Beat Town. Pass back. Oh, God. Avalanche Riders. Okay. Yep. Kills a forest. They can't really attack, though. I'm guessing they might trade. Actually, oh, well, we'll just kill one of them and... Well, we can't kill it with the smother, but if they double block, we can get the Genesis back, of course, or any other creature for that matter. So, but they choose to just chump block. Okay, sure. Wasteland on the Dust Bowl. Okay. Yep. Let's see if we can just ride this Genesis to victory here. Duress didn't do anything. Let's go to combat. Swinging for 4. Opponent's at 10. 4 mountains in play, and avalanche riders and a black vice, so they don't have a lot going on their side of the field. We have a superior creature. Yeah, I think we're going to get there. Black vice doing nothing. There's a Crozen Tusker. We can probably cycle that away, I guess. Just keep getting in for 4. Opponent goes ahead and blocks. Okay. We'll just, they have 1 card, so I just want to see what it is. Oh, Firebolt. Okay. Yep. Mog Fanatic. All right. Well, we can actually smother that and clear the way for the Genesis to get through for 4. Just grab a land with this Tusker. Pernicious Deed on top of that. Okay. So let's just kill this Fanatic and get in for 4. They can ping us for 1. Not a big deal. Opponent's at 6. Let's see if they can find an answer. Another Fanatic, okay. It's probably not what they were looking for. We can just Pernicious Deed this Fanatic out of the way and get in for another 4 points of damage. Yep. Kills the Black Vice too. Get in for 4. And that's probably going to do it unless they have something. I don't know. Fire Blast plus. No, they don't. Yeah. I don't see what they can do. So I think we got there. Yep. Sweet. All right. Let's quickly jump into the next match here. And as usual, as I like to say, we got lands and spells. So we'll keep. Probably going to start on Duress into Cabal Therapy. My favorite way to start the game. Factor Fiction. We'll just take that. I don't care about their counterspell, and I don't care about the Swords of Plowshare right now, but Factor Fiction represents serious card advantage later on in the game, so. Okay, Cabal Therapy, I'm just going to name probably, yeah, just take the counterspell. So they got swords and 3 lands. Okay. Pass back. Planes go, okay. So we can probably just play this Vigilante, and then if they want to Plowshare that, that's fine, and then we can start working on them with the Treetop Village. Or they can Memory Lapse that, okay. Darker Wastes. Opponent's got Sabo's Web. Well, that's annoying. God. It's an irritating card. Yeah, we'll still do this. I know they can Plowshare it, but problem is if you wait too long, it gets countered. Like, yeah, there's a line to say, oh, let's hang on to the Vigilante until we can play it and activate it to kill Sabo's Web, but you know, that just takes a lot of time. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. We got to force them to play their cards. Here's a Ravenous Baloth. We know one of their cards is Plains, so. And this Pernicious Deed might be able to get away with killing the Sabo's Web. I don't know, it's unclear right now. Another Sabo's Web, okay. Well, that's interesting. We could say if the way is clear for this Pernicious Deed. Just so Cabal Therapy naming Counterspell. And if they counterspell it, yeah, let's just do that. Yeah. Oh, the other one's Absorb. That's annoying. Okay, so we can't play the Pernicious Deed yet. We could therapy away the absorb, but we'd have to sack our creature. I kind of like the beatdown plan right now because, frankly, at the end of the day, the absorb does not beat the Ravenous Baloth, the resolved creature. So I think it's better to keep the 4/4 on board attacking. I'll admit that it's tempting, but I think that's what we want to do. And Pernicious Deed, there's no reason to just run it out into the counterspell. So we'll just keep attacking with the 4/4 until they can do something about it. So there's a land. And we'll just keep swinging in for 4 until they make us do something else. Opponent plays an island. They have an absorb and another card in hand. And we're just going to keep attacking. Opponents at 7. Do they find the Swords to Plowshares? We will find out momentarily. Another creature. That's good. The absorb does let them gain 3 life, so I don't think I even want to play the creature out because if they counter, that just allows them to counterspell it and gain 3 life. There's no point in doing that. Yeah, we got there with that. That's good. All right, on to the sideboarding. All right, what do we want for sideboarding here? I think I like the Blastoderms since they're immune to Swords to Plowshare. Smothers aren't doing a whole lot. Playing against control, so it's possible that Haunting Echoes might actually be good. Smother. Yeah, we just don't need Smothers, I don't think. Do we need a Naturalize in case something comes up? I'm not sure. Maybe just another Haunting. I don't know. Not sure. We have 3 Baloths already. And we could just bring in another Tusker. That it does well with the cycling. 2 Haunting Echoes is good. Alright, we'll see how this does. Only 1 land. I would love to open Duress Cabal Therapy, but 1 land and 3 Pernicious Deeds I don't think is going to get us there. And oh, this is much better. I think we'll actually pitch the Pernicious Deed, just given the fact that the opponent being uncontrolled doesn't have a lot of permanence. So we want to operate just from Duress Cabal Therapy, creature sack to Cabal Therapy, or something like that. Predict, what does this do? I can't really read it very well, but Absorb, Wrath of God, Gaia's Blessing. The Predict is the only card that draws a card, it looks like, from what I can see. That's terrible artwork. I mean, not the artwork, but the card, I can't read it. But it says something about drawing a card, so we're going to take that. And then choose a card name, then target player. Okay, so they've got Sabo's Web. Gaia's Blessing draws a card too. Wrath of God kills creatures. I mean, I eventually do want to win with creatures, of course. So I think I'll take the Wrath of God. Ooh, they also have a Decree of Justice. That's kind of nasty. So they got 3 cards left. They have no lands. All right, well, we'll pass back. Oh, look at that. They found a land. So they can cycle Decree of Justice to draw a card. They could have used Gaia's Blessing. They chose not to. I think they'd prefer to have the white mana anyway because of the Absorb. And I'm not going to play this Nintuka Vigilante because they have Absorb. Or, yeah, the Absorb would just absorb it. You know, so we'll just wait. Always got to play the cat and mouse game with the control decks. That's why I don't particularly care for control, but you know, it's got to be there. It's part of the metagame. It's part of the archetypal deck style, so got to appreciate it. That's a good draw. Let's go Cabal Therapy, and if they absorb this, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. That gets rid of a card. And there's no reason to not play this, so maybe we can hit that Sabo's Web. So this Dust Bowl can come down. Oh, well, never mind. There's a Tusker. 4, 5, 6 lands. So they got 3 cards in hand. I almost think cycling this is better because even if we get to 7 mana, because we're at 6 now with the Dust Bowl, then next turn would be 7. To spend 7 mana on a card and then have it get counterspelled, for example, like Mana Leaked or something like that, that's really bad, and it's a bad tempo play. I'd much rather get some value out of cycling this Crows and Tusker. And yeah, since this Dust Bowl won't be untapping anymore, I'll just sack it to kill that Coastal Tower. And then, yeah, we'll just pass. And then next turn, we'll probably get this Blastoderm down, I would guess. Might get countered, but... we could run the Wall of Roots out first to see if we can bait the counter. If not, we could also Cabal Therapy. That seems good since we still have a land drop. We might as well add a mana. And we'll name Gaia's Blessing just because that's the only card we know they have. So we can be assured to get something. And they have Plow... oh! 2 Gaia's Blessings. Well, what do you know? And they have Plowshare, which doesn't do anything against Blastoderm. So let's get the big beater out there. Start going to town a little bit. They can't kill it with Swords of Plowshare, so... alright, let's see what they got. Nothing, so we get to go start attacking now. Ooh, Haunting Echoes. That's pretty nasty, actually. Let's swing for 5. And then if this Haunting Echoes resolves, because all they have is Swords to Plowshare and 1 other card. So if there's ever a time to do it, now's the time. And just see... yeah. Just see what... okay. Yeah, I probably would have scooped too there. Okay, so what happened here was I thought I was recording and I was not. So we won game 1 and this is now game 2. I don't really understand why it was not recording, but for some reason it was not recording, and so we missed. Sorry about that, but yeah, we missed game 1. And yeah, they're blue-white standstill, so that's why I'm naming standstill there. But yeah, I don't know how that happened, but we missed a game. Sorry about that. This is game 2. Factory's going to get busy. And, well, so if I Cabal Therapy the powder keg, that allows my treetop village to start attacking. I think I like that line. I could name Meddling Mage too, but I can kill a Meddling Mage. Aura of Silence, I mean, that could be a thing, but I think Powder Keg's what, because Powder Keg kills the creatures, and I've got a man land in hand that I want to start getting in there with, and I have removal for other things, so. Powder Keg it is. They have 4 cards in hand, so they got 2 Meddling Mages. Okay. Pass the turn. I didn't play the Treetop Village because of the Dust Bowl, so there's that too. We have a Dust Bowl, so it's a complicated series of events where we have to Dust Bowl their Dust Bowl to get our Treetop Village down. And being land flooded, we do need an answer for this Mishra's Factory. That looks like an answer to me. And we'll just play a a basic land, and then we'll try to Dust Bowl next turn. That's kind of what we're looking at here. Opponent's got 2 Meddling Mages and an Aura of Silence. Opponent in the tank on Wall of Roots. So, okay, there we go. Yeah, basic land to dodge the Dust Bowl. And they have a Plowshare, of course. Okay. All right. Well, 2 Treetop Villages now, so I think Dust Bowling the Dust Bowl is... We could also just Dust Bowl this factory because we're at 14. And since we have 2 Treetop Villages, we can fight through their Dust Bowl. Plus, they don't have enough mana to activate the Dust Bowl right now. So if they activate that factory, which they don't do, they don't have a land drop either, though. I think we're going to go ahead and Dust Bowl it. Yeah. Instead of Dust Bowling the Dust Bowl, we got plenty of lands, so we'll just kill the factory. That puts an end to their attack plan. And that's dead. Okay, cool. And Pernicious Deed. I mean, it gets killed by the Aura of Silence. And we're just going to play this tapped Treetop Village anyway, so they don't even have the mana for the Aura of Silence yet. They don't have mana for Meddling Mage. And all their problems are solved. Okay. They still can't activate the Dust Bowl, but they can play Aura of Silence, so. And that's fine, honestly. It's whatever. Okay, well, we have an active Treetop Village now. And there's another Pernicious Deed for good measure, but let's, yeah, start getting in there. All right. Play another Treetop Village, pass the turn. They can't Dust Bowl all of them. It's too resource intensive to activate Dust Bowls. Usually Dust Bowls are best in decks that have lots of lands, which, like, for example, this particular deck, 27 lands. The Dust Bowls are pretty good. Opponents on a control deck, blue-white standstill, probably has lots of lands, but looks like they're not hitting them right now. They can't even... So, for some reason, they didn't play the Meddling Mage, which means that they must have something else in mind. Probably a Swords to Plowshares, I'm guessing. But we got 2 Treetop Villages, so I think we're just going to go ahead and get in there. They can't Dust Bowl. They could have Plowshares for one of them, but I think we need to stay active on the beatdown plan while they're low on resources. And yeah, they have Plowshare. Sure. Yep. Oh, well, I didn't count on there being 2 Swords to Plowshares. That really sucks. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, that's actually terrible. Wow, that's bad. Well, here come the Meddling Mages. Opponent still with no land drops, though. That's what's keeping us in this game right now, because we're going to start Dust Bowling. So they named Smother. Okay. So, Duress, Dust Bowl your Dust Bowl? No. Let's go Pernicious Deed X2. Seems good. I mean, there's no point in... we can wait on the Dust Bowl shenanigans. Yeah, okay. They're going to get in there for 2. We're at 19 life. We'll let that be. And then, yeah, obviously they're not going to play the second one, so that's fine. So we're just going to go ahead and crack this now. And kill their 2 permanents. And they are going to tap mana, so they're probably going to use the Phyrexian Furnace, I'm guessing. Draw a card. Yep. Okay. I imagine we'll see Meddling Mage number 2 soon. Okay, so yeah, I mean, opponent's struggling on lands big time. So we're just going to start blowing their lands up since they're so low on resources, and we're ahead, and we have lands for days coming, and yeah, see that, get rid of that Darker Wastes. Keeps them off the Meddling Mage. Let's see what they got working with. Oh my gosh, they got all kinds of crap. Standstill gets them back in the game. So, yeah. Yeah. The other cards certainly are worth consideration for that Duress, but given the fact that Standstill is 2 mana, and their biggest problem right now is they don't have any lands. And if they just drew a island right here, they could just play Standstill, but they don't. They still don't have any lands. Wow. Well, it appears to be a good old-fashioned mana hosing here. I don't know if I should just blow up this Dust Bowl. I don't see why not. Like, I mean, they don't have anything, and we can play this Baloth next turn. And we'll just get rid of our own Dust Bowl so that we have the mana for the Baloth, and yeah. And then Dust Bowl doesn't do anything to the plains anyway, so I think it's done its job. And opponent stranded with no mana, it looks like. Yeah, I think we can probably get there with this Ravenous Baloth. They're not going to have enough time to... I mean, if they just go land, nope, they don't. Let's say the humility might be a thing, but... All right, Baloth beats incoming. Opponent's got no land. Oh, they do find a land, but not a blue. Okay, interesting. 2 more turns for humility. Wall of Roots. Gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go to Beattown, I think. Swinging for 7. I mean, unless they have another Swords to Plowshares, which they've already played 3 in this game, so I would imagine we're probably in the clear. And they can't activate that Decree of Justice, so yeah, we got to get in the beats while we can. And I think I'd rather draw a card than this Wall of Roots, so Cabal Therapy, yeah, alright. We can take the Humility with the Cabal Therapy, because I don't see what their other out is. Fact or Fiction, maybe? Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. Alright, well, we got there. Awesome. That is fantastic. Well, alright, well, for the wrap-up, I would say that I enjoyed playing this deck. I've tested a couple other rock builds, and it's definitely within my wheelhouse. It's the kind of thing I like to do. So I do like the deck a lot. I want to check out to see if there's any other builds that have maybe a few fewer lands. I mean, I don't mind the 27 lands with the Dust Bowl strategy, but it just seems like maybe there's other things you can get. But at the same time, I say that, but I mean, it really kind of has everything you need. I guess maybe I wouldn't mind having like a couple more Duress maybe instead of just 2. But, you know, the Dust Bowl 27 land thing with Crows and Tuskers, it felt pretty good, actually. I don't think I ever felt too flooded. Like, there was a couple times where I had a lot of lands. The other thing I'll say is that the games that we played in the league we played a lot of blue-white, which usually that's not a good sign when you're playing a mid-range deck to get entangled against blue-white of any kind. But actually this deck performed pretty good, really. I mean, I think we won 2 out of 3 blue-white matchups, and then we had the land destruction deck and then the elves deck, survival. But the blue-white decks, you know, and really we won those games persistently, and they were kind of long games. They were tough, but man, I tell you, we really won them through the hand disruption and being able to just kind of, with the cat and mouse game, being able to just get the stuff down at the right time, knowing what they have in their hand, knowing when to get the beaters into play, knowing who's the beat down kind of thing. And you know, if there's a standstill, we could, you know, dirtle around and do nothing with Crows and Tuskers and attack with Treetop Villages. So this does have some game against control, and I kind of like that in a mid-range deck, because like I said, I'm kind of a mid-range fan. It's really my favorite archetype. I have an appreciation for aggro, for what it does. I have an appreciation for control and what it does. I do like to play prison decks, even though they're not fun to play against, for sure. And then I'm not a big fan of combo. I find those to be somewhat annoying, but at the same time, you know, if a combo deck is going to combo off and do their thing and they win the game, like Goblin Charbelcher or something like that, that's fine. But the combo decks that dirtle around and take forever, solitaire, I don't care for that. So mostly mid-range is my thing, and so that's why I really enjoyed playing this deck a lot. I'm going to look forward to playing this deck in the future, or probably other variations out there. So, you know, I'll look around for other things and see what other configurations that people have with different things they put in or take out, whatever. This card's pretty solid as far as always being there for this archetype. This is really the cornerstone card, in my opinion. The walls are always there, the hand disruption's always there, there's always some removal, and then there's some variation in the creatures. Usually the Baloths are pretty consistent, but some of the creatures can vary depending on what they are. I really liked the Haunting Echoes. Like I said, we played a lot of blue-white, so I'm always going to be looking to bring in at least one more of those. And then sideboard-wise, you know, it's got enough stuff to cover most circumstances. The only thing I would say about the sideboard is I would like to see maybe some graveyard hate of some kind. Maybe some Tormod's Crypts or Furnaces, or even some voids. The one black enchantment spell that makes all the opponent's cards, or maybe it's all cards, I don't remember, go into exile. So something like just some type of graveyard hate I think would be appropriate. But besides that, yeah, this deck was fun to play. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. So we're going to wrap this up and on a positive note with a 3-2 league, and I'm just continuing to grind and fight and test these decks out, and I'm having a good time with it. So I appreciate you guys coming along for the journey. So thanks again for everyone's support and comments and likes and stuff. It's great. And like I said, this is a great deck. I'll be playing this one again or something like it in the future for sure. But that's all we got for today. So looking forward to seeing you guys on the next one. So thanks again.